What is up, everybody? Take two. I'm ashamed to admit. We're going to take a look at the lunge. To me, it is one of the most underrated exercises for leg development. I find it's a lot easier to teach. I find it's a lot easier on your body as a whole. There are a few things that people do that can mess with the knees a little bit, mess with the hips a little bit. So we want to address those things now because we do tend to do lunges in higher repetition, especially that most of us don't have a lot of weight to work with right now. So more reps, theoretically, more incorrect potential for reps and can lead to more injuries. So we just want to make sure we cue in on the things we are looking for. So Josh, you want to go ahead and just demonstrate a regular lunge. Let's take a look. Steps forward and then steps back. That's great. 1,000 variations of this, right? Josh is doing a good job. Cool. A couple things that I'm seeing with him. His foot is nice and straight ahead. Josh, we step back just a little bit, and I want him to demonstrate what I see a lot of people doing, especially as we get into those higher reps, is notice that front foot. If that front foot turns in, guess what happens to that knee? That knee collapses. That puts a lot of pressure on that knee. That puts a lot of pressure on the hip. So tip number one, keep that foot straight ahead. Go ahead and start lunging again. Tip number two, your legs should look very similar at the bottom position here that it would in a squat. So the weight's mid-foot, just like it would be in a squat. Knee can move forward a little bit. It can track that toe, but we don't want it to go too far forward. So go ahead and turn to the side for me, Josh. So shoulders are back. Go ahead and set. This is good. Too far forward for me, Josh. Go ahead and move it forward a little bit. There we go. When I see that hip or that heel begin to lift off, that's no good. Might be able to get away with it if we have healthy knees and aren't loaded with weight, but if we don't have healthy knees and we are loaded with weight, this is a bad deal. So go ahead and step back. Now, let's say you have some knee issues. Obviously, if it hurts, don't do it, but there are some simple things that you can do and take this movement, make it a little gentler, make it a little easier. So go ahead and turn to the side again for me, Josh. I want him to go ahead and step back. So now the other foot is moving, step forward. Go and step back with the other leg. So since the opposite leg is moving, the one that is planted is already planted. So dynamically speaking, there's not a lot that can go wrong because that leg that is moving and doing the work, while the leg that is doing the work is not moving. And by keeping it a little bit more static, makes it easier to keep safe. But we want to make sure shoulders are back, core is tight. As he stands up, squeeze his butt as hard as he can. And a lot of the movement here is similar to the deadlift, is similar to the squat, is similar to the shoulder press. Gut tight, butt tight, shoulders back and down, feet straight ahead. These are universal truths of movement. So just make sure you're following this. If you have any questions, let us know.